Hello, Scorpio. This is your February 2022. So, Scorpio, the first card that comes up for you guys is, in fact, the Nine of Swords. So, with the Nine of Swords, you guys, you have yourself all up in your head. You're worrying about a lot of things that really you don't need to worry about. You're overthinking something that you actually have no control over. What I want to talk to you about with this Nine of Swords is you guys have to understand that with this card coming up for you, and again, this is for the month of February, most of you want to move past something as quickly as you can. You're feeling some type of grief here. This Nine of Swords, at some time in your life, most of us, we just want to get over it. We just don't want to have to deal with feeling that way. For some of you, it's being very restless, not being able to sleep well, not knowing how to handle a situation. For some of you, you're used to being treated as an empress, but some of you have someone around who is actually causing you more stress than good. Now, this Empress card, it can represent maybe you're pregnant, trying to get pregnant, somebody's wanting to get pregnant, somebody definitely may be in a motherly kind of way or acting motherly. Now, for some of you, this card can talk about perhaps you were treating your person more as a mother than you were as a lover, a girlfriend, a wife, whatever. This may be the problem. See, because you're trying to control them or the situation or the things that they do, they're not your child. The only person that you can control is you, being the Empress. You know, as far as this Empress, you know, there's nothing wild about an Empress. There's nothing about an Empress that talks about going out, hanging at the bars, drinking and doing whatever. That's not an Empress. An Empress is very well kept, well taken care of, well groomed, well educated, very mediocre, very calm, very low key, very, what some would call snobby, snooty. Yes. Now, the next card that comes up for you is, in fact, the Three of Cups. So February is actually looking like it's going to get better for you because of the fact you have people around that care about you. This could be sisters, this could be girlfriends, this could be work-related people, this could be family. But this is definitely a group of people supporting and encouraging you, celebrating you, or the success that you have achieved. Now, the next card comes up is the Knight of Wands. So as this celebration goes on, the Knight of Wands tends to pop in here. When the Knight of Wands is popping in, I'm wondering what exactly is his motive, because we know, excuse me, we know where the Knight of Wands is concerned, that their behavior is a little bit lusty, a little bit passionate. They're a little bit playful as a knight. This person, definitely like a free spirit. Means they kind of don't settle down anywhere. They don't plant their feet anywhere, but they're very playful, very carefree. He's got a great sense of purpose and a very strong will, for sure. The other thing about this Knight of Wands is, if you've been planning on doing some type of researching or thinking about something maybe that you need to take action on, it's almost like this is definitely going to be not a good idea with this person. This person isn't really that serious or not that kind of... Oh, this dog drives me crazy. This person's not that serious, so they're not going to take on that type of responsibility. They don't want to do that. But what I am going to say is, luckily for you, you have the Nine of Wands as well. So when we talk about the Nine of Wands here, this is kind of where you might be feeling a little bit defensive. You might even feel a little hurt. For some of you, this reminds you that you can handle anything. You really can get through it, especially with the help of these people. For some of you, you're going to have to look out for yourself and protect the work that you do. You're going to have to try and treat all your output and assets as very valuable. Make things as easy for yourself as possible. by investing in quality tools, supportive friendships, professional help. For some of you with this Nine of Wands card, it's talk about, here it is, it talks about persistence, facing challenges, okay? You're not afraid of anything, and you're not going to back down. So even if somebody was to come in and be foolish or have foolish ideas, you're not about to back down. You're going to take on what they want to talk about, all right? So let me start out with the next card where you have the Justice card. So you're, like I said, you're going to handle what challenges you have to with this particular card, Nine of Wands. The Justice card comes in because you will protect what's yours. You will protect what you've worked for. You're not going to just give that up easily. For some of you, you may be dealing with a King of Cups. And when we talk about the King of Cups, this person likes to take charge. This person feels that they are very egotistical sometimes. But there's also a great part about this person where they're a master of loyalty and commitment and love. So for some of you, maybe this is a father figure. Maybe this is somebody that's older than you. Somebody who tries to take care of you, protect you, shows their loyalty to you. Maybe they're trying to tell you that be careful of this night, or be careful, of the situation with this person. Maybe the way they're coming into your situation, you have to be on guard. Maybe they're coming to take from you. You may have somebody who's always wanting you to pay things, fix things, pay for things that they did. Get them out of jams, get them lawyers, get them out of jail, whatever's going on here. You don't want to have to deal with that. You absolutely don't want to have to deal with that. But there is going to be a lesson to be learned here. For some of you, this person is going to end up hitting the rock bottom. Somebody's going to figure it out that this is what they need to do. Now, this is probably you worried about that situation still, because this card still feels very active to me. So you're still worried about somebody, and I don't think it's you that hit a rock bottom, but I think you know somebody who did. And I think the law is involved in that situation. And this could be a kid that you're worried about. Somebody's got you really up at night worrying. But listen, everything's going to work all right. We have the Hangman here. And when we talk about the Hangman, well, there's a lot of different ways to deal with that situation. But the Hangman in general, it's kind of like he's representing that this person has to take responsibility for their actions. They have to accept the consequences with the Justice card. This is no joke. So I'm honestly going to have to say your reading is more about right now, and this is the beginning of February, so this reading is really right now about knowing somebody who's going to have to pay the consequences, whether it's legal or not legal, but either way, bad choices, bad decisions, bad consequences. Somebody's going to have to pay for a choice or decision that they made. You're going to know who they are. You're going to worry about them. You're going to worry about what they're going to do. You're going to worry about they're going to fix this. But the balance is about to happen. I feel the energy here with all water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So if I say Pisces, they got something to do with this. If I say Scorpio, they got something to do with this. If I say Cancer, it's got something to do with this. But I really feel like this is a reading. This is about water signs and air signs all together. This reading comes through very strong that either a water sign knows about an air sign, or this is a water sign and they know about an air sign, or air sign knows about a water sign. Whichever way that works for you. Let's see. All right, so then we have the Page of Swords. And where the Page of Swords comes into this position, I'm just going to change this up here in a second. So the Page of Swords, hang in there with me. Don't go yet. Wait. The Page of Swords, like all other court cards, can actual person role playing for you or somebody else. But truth is, this is a very talkative person. This is a person who's very stubborn but curious. They got to know everything. They're very nosy. They always want to be in on everything. They're very youthful but very immature. This page is eager to put information into action, but sometimes this eagerness means that the page acts without planning. So they're looking for instant gratification. They do shit without thinking, too fast, like somebody that normally is more immature would do, instead of planning something out step by step. Now, for some of you, there's also, I'm going to move this for a minute. For some of you, there's an additional here. The additional reading comes up as this. Something may be completely separate. So let me start off with messages coming in very quickly, okay? Can you see that? Yeah. Messages coming in very quickly. It also, yeah, Okay, this is just in a way. All right, it also is telling me these messages that are going to come in, there's going to be some information. Now, be careful because messages are going to come in that are going to tempt you. Messages are going to come in from somebody and they're going to be tempting. Somebody may want to get back with you. Somebody may want to see you. Somebody may contact you very, very late in the evening. Who the hell calls you after months and months of not talking to them and they call you at 11 o'clock at night and say, can I stop by? What do you think that's about? I ain't got to write it out for you. All right. You guys are going to decide to put an end to a cycle, okay? You're going to need your strength in this one because you guys really feel for this person. You're really going to have a tough decision here because you're remembering that this person is the one who left you and left you out in the cold. Now you've put in so much work to get your shit together and real fast they decide to come in the middle of the night wanting to connect with you. Here's your answer. Don't trust it. February, in the beginning, the first 2 weeks or so is not the time for you to get in a relationship. It's just not. You need to look over the whole situation and make a very good decision. Trust your intuition on that, okay? Remember, this is the person who went to Dodge. He got out of Dodge. He took off. He turned his back or she turned her back. Listen, the universe handed you the second chance, right? They handed you this opportunity to get things right, to get on a better track, to get your money back together, to support yourself and not depend on them. So whatever you do, don't allow this person to make a fool of you, okay? Let me see what the oracle message is for you today. Too many. Well, this one popped around, so I'll take it. All right. So this one talks about Phoenix rising. Phoenix rising. This is also talking about pretty much somebody around the month of May, maybe a Taurus. So what I'm saying about this Phoenix rising is you putting out the casting of your spell, what it is that you want, what it is that you desire. It's you looking very deep into somebody's soul and seeing what they're truly made of. You are going to have the ability in the month of February to be able to see through people like water. You're going to know when somebody's coming to you with the truth and you're going to know when somebody's coming to you with a lie. You're going to be able to make this determination and decision based on your own intuition. Trust and believe in yourself. Trust that gut feeling. Because I'm telling you, comment below when it happens, you are going to be able to read people like a freaking book. Let me know in the comments, okay? Thank you, guys. I hope you have a wonderful